All right, we are in a very privileged spot, I do say. Canada Post has allowed us behind the scenes at perhaps the busiest time of the year. We're talking about Christmas. We're at the main processing plant on 142nd Street and 121st, 22nd Avenue. Many of you know the place. All of our packages, of course, hopefully going to loved ones. We learned earlier that over 2 million pieces of mail, letter mail, is processed through here in a 24-hour period. Earlier, we took you upstairs to where they sort of examine the parcels. But then here's where the parcels come in. And of course, my excellent guide, my amazing guru of mail and all things that move, Ben. Right now, this is sort of where the incoming parcels come to us.
Yeah, for sure. All the parcels that are coming inbound for Edmonton for us to deliver here in the city, as well as our points forward to the north and as far down as Stettler, are on their way into our building right now.
So that would be a truck right now. And Richard, I don't know if you can get that shot, but that's like basically a truck with parcels in it that comes into the plant. And this is where the delivery process continues into the plant.
Yeah, for sure. We're at the other end of a process where somebody mailed this in Toronto, Montreal, or even anywhere over around the globe.
Right.
And now they're on the way into the building for processing here in Edmonton.
Awesome. And then, of course, this just begins, it's almost like it's life in the building, actually, because it goes into this amazing gurney system. If you just kind of follow over here, Rich, and kind of see, it goes up over there, and then it goes over across on the belt system, and then the belt takes them basically to where we just were in the last segment.
Exactly. It takes it over to where we were at before.
It's amazing. And you were saying 80,000 parcels within a 20-hour period here.
Yeah, large parcels, small parcels. In about 20 hours, we'll process through 80,000 pieces.
And wildly appropriate and inappropriately packaged parcels. Now, here's the thing. Before we actually see good ones and bad ones, you've seen some definite things of interest that have been attempted to be mailed.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because we serve the north, we get lots of interesting packages, and one in particular was a box of bear traps. And of course, they weren't packaged very well, and the bear traps burst open and basically wreaked havoc on our system.
I can only imagine. Now, what we're seeing right now, some well-packaged. I mean, people actually taking a lot of time and care and have sort of followed suit in how to properly package items. And I will say right now, Ben, I think I could actually be guilty of, that could even be a package that I might have actually wrapped.
Yeah, for sure. This is a don't.
Okay.
And based on how it feels, I can even say,
Oh.
even the contents aren't packaged very well as well.
So what will you do with a package like this if you get this?
Well, it'll get through the system, but it increases the odds of damage occurring to the package. It's not packaged very well on the inside, so you need to add padding, make sure the contents don't shift. The string is a bad idea. We used to do that years ago, but string's really not necessary.
Okay.
And in fact, it's terrible on the equipment, so don't use string.
What about the way it's been packaged and wrapped?
Well, they've got a bit of paper on here, which is not good. They've reused a box, which is okay, but you want to cover up any other barcodes or anything else that's on the box.
Oh, because that will actually deter it from being picked up correctly.
Yeah, the system does a good job of reading barcodes, but let's not make it any more difficult than it has to be. Nice, clean box, single wrapping, and you're good to go.
Okay, and also I'm going to say that the address on here is way too small.
Yeah, as I indicated earlier, the system will actually read the addresses. And in fact, it'll take a picture when it goes through the scan tunnel. And if the system can't read it, we have an employee in another room that's looking at the photographs and keying in the postal codes. But this one is still too small. And not only that, they haven't written their postal code.
They don't have their postal code?
No postal code. It says Richmond, which could be Richmond, Ontario, or
Richmond, England.
Sure, Richmond, England.
In Richmond, Vancouver.
Sure.
I mean, British Columbia. Okay, so super cool. This is our tour here behind the scenes. Ben is going to show us exactly what we should be doing coming up in the next segment as we wrap up our time here at Canada Post.